Hey there. Today, we're going to zoom in on just one single everyday word, among. Now, it seems pretty simple, right? But it turns out it holds a fascinating secret, one that's part of a huge story about clear communication and a wild idea to simplify the entire English language. So let's dive in. Okay, first things first, let's tackle that classic point of confusion, among versus between. We kind of just use them based on what sounds right, but believe it or not, there's a really clear rule that separates them. Let's break it down. It all boils down to something called the two-thing rule. It's a super simple principle, but it clarifies everything. And once you get this rule, you'll start to see why a word like among is actually way more powerful than it looks. So here's the rule in action. Between is for two separate things. The secret is between you and me. Just two. But among? That's for when you're talking about three or more, when you're dealing with a whole group or a crowd. It's really that simple. Take this classic example. She was among her friends. That one word among tells us she's part of a group, not just with one other person. It's so efficient. But, this simple grammar rule is just the beginning of the story. Yeah, that rule of thumb, that's just scratching the surface. The real magic of the word among isn't just in how we use it, but where it appears. Turns out, this little word is part of a very, very exclusive club. 850. What does this number have to do with the word among? Seriously, take a guess. It's not a date, it's not a page number, but it is the key to this whole mystery. And here it is. That number represents the B850 list, also known as Basic English. It's a specially chosen list of just 850 essential words, picked for their power and flexibility to help people from anywhere in the world communicate complex ideas. And yep, you guessed it, our word among made the cut. So this raises a really interesting question. Why among? I mean, out of all the hundreds of thousands of words in the English language, what makes this one so essential that it earned a spot on such a short list? The answer is its incredible versatility. Among is like a linguistic Swiss Army knife. First, it places someone in a group of three or more. We've got that. But it can also imply sharing or dividing something up. And third, it can describe something done together by an entire group. That's a lot of heavy lifting for one small word. Think about this sentence. Divide the candy among yourselves. This shows off that second meaning perfectly. Among doesn't just tell us there's a group, it also implies the action of distributing something to each person. It's incredibly efficient. And this idea of efficiency gets right to the heart of what Basic English was all about. The goal was never to dumb down the language. It was a brilliant solution for a growing, globalized world, a way to create a powerful, universal tool for clear communication. It's all about finding the sharpest, most versatile words to build bridges of understanding. The philosophy was pretty simple. Clarity over quantity. It asked, how can we talk about really complex stuff, but with a small set of words so that it's easier to create a shared understanding? Among made that list because it's a perfect model of precision and power. So you see, the story of this one little word, among, is actually a huge lesson in communication. It's this powerful reminder that being clear doesn't come from using more words or fancier words, it comes from using the right words. With just a few simple, powerful tools, we can build incredibly complex and beautiful ideas. And that leaves us with a challenge. If massive, complex ideas can be shared across cultures with just 850 words, what does that mean for how we communicate every day? Think about a big idea in your own life or work. How could you explain it more clearly, more powerfully, just by choosing simpler words?